The past 19 months have been nothing short of a nightmare for 33-year-old Tiffany Smith. She's been trying to cope with a medical condition that has totally changed her life.
The doctor is not saying heal anymore. He's saying he wants to bring me to a bearable stage, that this may be lifelong.
The mother of a 3-year-old boy is facing mounting debt and expensive medication after noticing a rash and a burning sensation days after beginning a new job in August 2022. The symptoms got worse when Miss Smith, who had been hired as a sales associate, was reassigned to the company's paint room.
There was no relief, so I decided to go to the general hospital. I was seen there. They said it was a hair follicle. It may be a hair follicle infection. I went back in 3 days, and they were saying it was MRSA. I had went probably around 7 to 10 times, and they then recommended that I see a dermatologist. I would have went on to the dermatologist. He would have told me it was a severe heat rash, and I need to work in a cool environment. We did that, and the rash advanced from my legs and my buttocks to my back and my hands.
Following several weeks of sick leave, her condition appeared to improve. But days after returning to work, the symptoms were back, but worse this time. In October 2022, Smith resigned from her job. Since then, she has been unable to work because the condition is painful, and even soap can cause severe irritation, which results in her skin peeling off.
My routine basically is to bathe with a wax. 15 minutes after that, my skin dries, I moisturize with the wax, and then I put liquid and heavy paraffin mixed together 10 minutes after. And then there's a topical cream for the worst affected areas because I have to put it on my entire body. My shampoo has been changed because my hair falls out due to it because my scalp does the same thing. Without the medication, my body goes into a drastic change. My skin is literally like gray. It's like alligator skin, and it itches like crazy. So normally I'm on Histo or some antihistamine constantly all the time. And as a mother, that subtracts from me because when I'm dealing with my son, I'm either irritated, uncomfortable, or I'm either sleepy.
A medical report from a doctor at a polyclinic diagnoses her as suffering from an allergic reaction and irritant contact dermatitis after exposure to an allergen at her workplace. A well-known dermatologist recommended tests, including for air quality, be done at her former workplace. A letter from the Labor Department says a safety and health officer visited the paint room at the business in question on January 9, 2023, more than 2 months after Ms. Smith resigned. Based on observations and interviews with workers, the department found the actions taken to provide a safe place of work adequate. Ms. Smith has received no assistance from her former employer.
I sent them pictures, I sent them the doctors, all that information, and they're basically saying that it never happened to anyone there, and I haven't passed the probation period for them to do anything about it.
CBC was directed to speak to the company's HR officer by several members of the management team, but numerous calls and voice messages have gone unanswered. In the meantime, Ms. Smith is left to depend on the generosity of friends, family, churches, and charities to pay for hundreds of dollars in medication each month and for basic necessities such as food. She's been doing a number of online courses with a hope of finding remote work to be able to support herself and her son. Sharika Griffith, CBC News.